Welcome back to the channel. In case you don't know, my name's Mark and I run Silver Fox Flips. We basically buy stuff, sell stuff. That's the name of what we do. Trying to make a living doing it. Hopefully. You might know, you might not know. The T.K.MAXX yellow sticker sale was ending this weekend just gone. I think it was meant to be the Saturday that it was ending, but it actually was running still on the Sunday, I found out as well, and still into the Monday, which today. But it was a case of literally getting there and the last few dregs, and they were reducing the stuff on the Sunday when I was in there. We're going to show you what we got. We did well. It was one of those days where, yeah. And bearing in mind that everything you're going to see, we spent £81 on everything you're going to see. So, first little thing, nice little cabin bag. Dare to be, or something I think it's called to be, A to B bag. So like a Ryanair type one. As you can see, multiple yellow stickers, £4. Brand new with the tags. I think they're online for sort of 25, 30, somewhere around there, but yeah, £4. You can't not pick it up, can you? Nice little golf set, which is like for a bar. Plastic's a little bit broke and done, but to be honest with you, everything else is still in there. And at £2, you're not going to complain. Again, it's probably 15, 20 quid. Might just chuck it on Vinted, somewhere like that quick as well. It was great though in there today, because when I was in there, I went to speak to her. There was a lady with a trolley that had a few items on it, and I said, are they going to be part of the yellow sticker sale, do you know? And she said, I think so, yeah. She said, the manager's just bringing another few bits out as well. I said, oh, do you know what she's bringing out? And she said, it's a mixture, but she said there is some footwear as well. I said, oh, can I have a look at the footwear sort of before? And she said, no, the manager has to put it on the shelf before you can take it. I said, okay, no problem at all. At the same time, there was another guy sort of stood there, another reseller who was in there. And he said, are you waiting for the stuff coming out? Did she just say? I said, yes, there is, but we can't touch it till it goes on the shelves. So we both sort of standing there looking at each other. And he said, what are you after? I said, well, anything really. I said, I buy and sell anything. He said, yeah. He said, I mainly do trainers, bits and pieces like that. Anyway, as the trolley sort of came into view with things on it, I'll show you some of the bits that are on this trolley. First off, nice little pair of Fenland sheepskin slippers, brand new in the box. Now they didn't have a tag on them, but I said to the woman, what's the price on those? And she said £5 be on those. So brand new with tags. I mean, yeah, a £5. He had to be quick at this point as well, so it was a case of grabbing because other people were seeing the stuff being put out. Just a pair of women's fashion boots. I don't think they're particularly anything amazing brand, size 5 though, but brand new boots. We stick them on Vinted. At the end of the day, that's why I look at it. £2. Brand new little boots for £2. I don't know what the brand was. CM Paris. They're going to be one of T.K.MAXX's own brand type of things, but like I say, for £2, we stick them on Vinted for 5, 6 if you want. It's just easy money to double them up. Next, another nice little pair of women's black suede boots. These are made by Helena Rogue. And again, multiple yellow stickers and £4. £4. Next thing that we got. So bearing in mind at this point, me and the guy are sort of not racing each other, but there was a couple of pairs of trainers, and we sort of agreed that I'd let him just grab the trainer stuff and he'd leave the shoe stuff. There was one pair of shoes I said, just leave them. I said, anything else you want to take trainer ones, I'm not worried. So we were kind of trying to share it out between us, but also sort of worked quite well because we were both sort of blocking other people off from the little aisle where she'd put the stuff. So it worked to our favour a little bit. Nice little pair of brown boots made by Revell boots. They're quite well, they used to be expensive. I don't know if they still are really particularly that much, but again, for the money that they were, I wasn't really particularly that worried. And they were multiple yellows, £4 for Revell suede boots new. I was tempted as well that day on the Sunday to think to myself, because I was in there early, to be pointing out, I did get there sort of Sunday morning pretty much as they were opening at 10 o'clock. And I was in and ahhing whether to go to another store, do multiple T.K.MAXX and get them all. But I thought the time I get there this time now, it's going to be being cleared out. So again, just bear in mind, everything you're seeing here, I paid £81 for everything. Next, I've got a pair of big chunky platform shoes made by Guess. Now, they are a big size. They are a UK 9. So, I mean, you know, would men wear them? Probably this day and age. Yeah, why not? They could do. Well, they're women's as well. Women's and men's, really, this day. Anybody's. Not really matters at this day. But again, £4 for brand new Guess shoes. I grabbed these. I didn't really know the resale on these at all at the time. Original Penguin. But to be honest with you, they're my size anyway, so they might just do me for around here in the back room, in the eBay room as I call it, because the UK 9, they're my size. Nice bit of suede in there, so I'll maybe upgrade them in. But again, £4. Brand new. Probably don't need to keep saying brand new, do I? It's from T.K.MAXX. Of course it's brand new. Don't keep saying new, Mark. Don't need to. Now, this was a pair. I did a little short about this the other day. This was the pair that I saw. And I just said to the guy, as long as you leave them alone, then, like I say, with the trainers, whatever, mate, he could knock himself out with the trainers and everything else. So, they are a pair of... There they are there. So, you see the bottoms, very similar to Doc Martens. And they're made by a company called Solitaire, made in England, which I think is like a subsidiary of Doc Martens, or was Doc Martens before they become Doc Martens. Anyway, one of the two like that. That's the brand you're looking for, whether you see it out in the wild as well. Now, these penny loafers on their website, I think are, I'll pop it up here, I think they're about 160 quid still, something like that. So, in TK.MAXX with the yellow sticker sale, unbelievably, just £5. £5 for brand new Solitaire penny loafers. UK 8.5, so quite a good size as well. I mean, I don't know. I might stick them on Vinted. Quick sale on Vinted. You can whack them on Vinted probably for 100 quid. They're going to fly. Then they're going to last minutes, I think, at that money. Or you strong it out on eBay as well if you want to. But yeah, £5 for Solitaires. And that's where TK.MAXX can come into its own, I think. And this is on the last day of their sale. They're still in there. I mean, I was trying to look to see what the prices were underneath these yellow stickers and why no one else had picked them up. That was the crazy thing. Why had nobody else at that point grabbed them? And maybe because it makes me think about it a different way. Do we think that resellers are constantly in these places, or maybe they're not? Maybe sometimes they just don't. Not everybody's in there trying to buy stuff to resell it. Maybe we overthink it sometimes, I think, as resellers. I did grab some other little bits as well. Just random bits that were on this little shelf bit as well. I don't know who these are, but they're there. And it's just a nice little... I mean, it's a silver, made in Italy. I can't see that, hang on. 995 sterling silver. 18, I mean, so silver, price of silver, and that's going through the roof anyway. I know it's not going to weigh a lot, but for £4 again, it's just... Yeah. Oh, this one. This is a Laura Ashley. Nice little box there and everything else. Now, there was a guy who was sort of in front of me when we was looking at stuff as well. Another guy who was grabbing loads of bits. And I looked in this box, went to pick it up, and he said, oh, I don't think there's anything in there, mate, in that box. Just an empty box. Looks like it's gone missing. So what happened was, it was just basically that is what you could see. And I thought, I moved the little cushion out of the way. And I thought, what's that underneath? And underneath is a little Laura Ashley sort of gold hexagonal watch, which has basically just come off the cushion. I think there's one of these listed on eBay at the minute. I think I saw it. It's about 60 something or pounds, somewhere around there. And again, that was £4. Laura Ashley watch for £4. I mean, I'd love it if TK.MAXX had more yellow sticker sales regularly. Wouldn't it be nice? It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I wouldn't need anything else. Bit of clothing as well. I'd be a little bit careful with the clothing because there was a few bits of the clothing that were left. Not a lot of clothing left in the rails, but the bits that were left, there was a lot of things broken, buttons, zips not working, different things like that. So it's worth sort of just checking when you're going to buy them from there, making sure that you've got the bits on it. But anyway, nice pair of women's sort of white trousers there, really nice. And they are made by Gant, and it's quite nice because they've got the proper Gant label with it as well. I'll pay there at £100, but TK.MAXX price, you know it's like. But £7 reduced down to a pair of Gant trousers, £7. This was quite nice as well. I was shocked this was still there actually. Nice little, this is a John Partridge Luxury Lamb's Wool blend. It is a size small, but that's quite a big small. I mean, I'll take a large, and that's, yeah, I think that's going to be alright really. Got all its proper tags there. Looked them up. They obviously, they command quite good money actually, these jumpers, I think as well, still online. Even sort of second-hand ones and that I was looking at. And again, it's one of those where multiple yellows and down to £6. Yeah, quite like that. It's nice, got the little bird on there as well, little bird logo. And again, I keep coming back to it, but everything, £81 for everything. That brand there, never heard of them myself. I just saw that it was €45, sort of bucket hat. Yeah, so yeah, don't suit me at all. And that was £1. I mean, again, new with tags, bucket hat, Sebring. It's got a nice little logo bit there on it. But yeah, £1. I sort of ventured into the dresses as well. Have a little look. Thought you never know. And this lovely little black dress. Nice little zip up the back there. Again, I think it was a US 6. I don't know what that is in a UK size. I wouldn't know a clue. That's a UK 10. It's a UK 10. Yeah, really nice little black dress. And made by T.K.MAXX. And what I liked again, because obviously you want to get rid of the T.K.MAXX tag if you can. It's got the original DKNY tag on it. And it's the original DKNY price of $159. And it was, multiple yellows, £6. So, cracking again, cracking. Next one we had, really nice scarf. I literally just grabbed this before another lady did. I think she was a reseller as well. But it's made by a guy, I'd never heard of it before. But it's made by a guy called Joshua Ellis, England. And it is 100%, you see it there, cashmere. Really, really nice. Again, got all these proper official tags on it. And again, I don't know how many yellow stickers that is, but it was £5. Now, looking these up online on his website, on his sites, his own site, yeah, some of these are crazy. They could be 60 quid up to about 185 for these scarves. Not saying we're going to get anywhere near that, but for £5, for me, I don't know, 30, 40 quid it, just quickly on vintage list. Yeah, I think you're going to fly on that, at that sort of money. You couldn't go to the charity shops and buy it for this. You could struggle at a boot fair to buy it new with tags. You're just not going to do it. I like about it all, no prep. There's no prep work, no cleaning, no scrubbing, no doing anything like that. Just literally get it, photo it, put it on, get it sold. Not really the sort of season for it, but again, I just thought, well, it's a matching set, Farah, hat and scarf. I mean, you could keep it till next year, couldn't you, if you wanted to. At £3, RRP of 40. But yeah, I think it was one of the earliest things I picked up first of all. I didn't think there was going to be much there, but again, got its own proper tags, so I can get rid of the TK.MAXX one, which is always nice as well. Yeah, £3. I think this was the last item, wasn't it? Yeah, last item again. I was in the dresses again. Not in them, just looking at them, not in the dresses. Wouldn't fit me. And this was this one here. Really nice little dress, actually. Nice little pattern on it again. Nice sort of shape. I don't know what it's called. I'm not going to try and... No idea what style it is. It will zip up the back. What's the point? I'm going to check the zip. Zip works. Made by Phase 8, size 8. T.K.MAXX with their RIP of 130, but never getting that, are you? £4 though again. For a nice little black dress. Hey, £4. Don't think that one had its own tag on it anywhere. I don't remember seeing a tag. Really heavy actually, this dress. It's got like the sort of lining in it as well, so yeah, it's alright. But that was everything. Like I say, I mean, my money is all going to be back just in the Solitaire shoes. Everything else is just gravy then on top of it. It's a crazy, crazy thing if you can time it right. Not saying it'll always be like that for you, but If you can get in there and do it and get it right, like I say, their receipt with everything on it, just at the bottom there, £81 and 60 pence, because they charged me 30p for 2 carrier bags. Definitely, if you've never done it before, or you've ever thought about it, or even if you don't resell and you just buy them for yourself, it's worth getting yourself in them T.K.MAXX sales. You've got to play like as George and a few other resellers said it before. It's a bit of a game of chicken sometimes, where you might see stuff in there and you think you leave it. But if you're getting in there the last weekend and you know when it roughly is, if you can find out, ask them in store. I think they tell you. They're quite good. Like I say, a few of the ladies in there I spoke to, they've been good. Ask them, find out when that last weekend is, and get yourselves in there and get some bargains. Moolah to be made from T.K.MAXX.